Welcome to Average Talks. We are two incredibly average individuals, and this is where we talk about things. I am one of your hosts, Justin, and here I am actually physically joined by my fellow co-host and also best friend, Austin. Say hello.
Sup, bitch. No.
Oh,
I can see your facial... This is very weird.
yeah, because, when I talk, I actually look at the mic.
Yeah.
So.
Now I have to look at you?
Yeah.
Or not. We can look at the microphone, but then we're just two idiots staring at a microphone.
What if it moves?
Oh, God. Don't say bad juju.
Okay, don't touch it.
Yeah, no. Fucking not touching this shit. This is fucking weird. So, I will actually have a picture on the podcast. This will be our cover art. I'm gonna just take a picture.
Include this.
No, we're not gonna include the thing to my right, your left. We're not including my bed. That's where the no magic happens.
In more ways than one.
Oh, you bitch. Fucking hell. Nah. But yeah, we are physically in front of each other. Yes. And now I can actually make the joke of, slapping you off to the right-hand side, which you're currently in front of me.
I've been flicked. By the 9. Assault.
Yeah. Was that Morrowind?
No, that was Oblivion.
That was Oblivion?
But yeah, in Morrowind it was you, Enwa.
What?
That's apparently the insult that Dark Elves use on
Enwa?
everyone. Yeah, they call everyone Enwas. Dirty Enwas.
What's up, my Enwa?
Exactly. I've always thought that. I remember, I was, 11. No, I was, 9 playing the game, and, I'd attack a random Dark Elf, and they'd be, you, Enwa!
Oh, fuck, this is gonna be a lot of giggling.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I feel like with us next to each other, it's gonna be a lot of giggling.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck now. How you been?
Good, I think.
What do you mean you think?
I mean... Actually, for the past, week and a half, I've been super tired. Today, or last night, I fell asleep an hour early, and I still woke up tired. Not as tired, but I don't know. I was thinking, this past weekend, I went to the St. Pete area to visit my dad, or Tampa, St. Pete area, and that's the heart of the coronavirus right now in Florida.
Really?
And we also went to the Strawberry Festival, which is the largest fair in the state of Florida. And it's, I think, largest in terms of amount of people that show up, because, in terms of area, it wasn't huge. We definitely didn't go to all of it, but, and it was definitely big, but it was, shaking the table. But,
fuck off. But
it wasn't, I don't know, I thought it'd be, actually, bigger in terms of area, but it was not yet. But yeah, and so I might have contracted the coronavirus, but, we'll find out.
Why are you right in front of me then? Why is this the episode that we fucking go to the same house? I have other people living here, man. Fucking hell.
Hey, our roommate, Valerie and I's roommate, it's more, I just call her Valerie's roommate, but she actually does have a weak immune system where if she was infected by the coronavirus, she probably would die.
Oh, fucking hell.
But
you're gonna be an accessory to murder.
Yeah.
No, is it accidental murder?
No, because it's the disease that killed her, and we didn't do it on purpose. We don't think either of us have contracted, especially because we haven't shown any symptoms at the very least. But what I was getting at was that the joke was that I've been fatigued for the past week, and so I was like, oh, what if I have it? But, yeah, I didn't go there until this past weekend. Also, I noticed that you're louder than me, so I'm going to be like, hello?
I need to,
Actually, no, maybe you're not. Maybe you're just...
I'm not louder. I will fix it in post.
Alright.
I usually drop our audio by -3 decibels anyways. Okay. Before we even fucking start. Goddamn.
Okay. Well...
but yeah. It's... I'd say it's been a week. It's been an interesting fucking week. Just because we've had Matt's girlfriend come live with us for a little while. Because her apartment's not done yet, so we got fucking 5 people here, and it's 2 couples, and then me. I'm just like...
Solo mid.
Loneliest number in the world is one.
You gotta do the whole, it's hard to watch porn with all this real sex going on in the house.
I haven't done that yet. I've told them I might do that one day, but I don't want to stop anyone in the act.
No, you don't.
It would fucking stop us because we would laugh too goddamn hard. We would be laughing our fucking asses off.
Yeah.
Ah, fucking hell. It's weird not looking at my computer screen and talking
that's why
to you.
It's looking over here because like I'm not used to looking at someone while I'm talking.
I know this is
at least in this situation. We gotta be autistic. We never make eye contact.
Okay, fine. All right, well, we probably did our band. No, we have actual fucking topics and shit to go through.
Well, Alice, it seems we both have autism, haven't we? God, I love that video.
What video?
It's from the show Undateables, and it's like
Undateables.
Yeah, it's about people with like disabilities, like mostly like mental disabilities, like autism and Tourette's and whatnot. But there are a few like physical disabilities, like trying to date other people. And so yeah, like there's a video, like I mean, there's a bunch of clips on YouTube of like funny moments, like the holy fucking shit, your mom's a fucking squirrel video that I sent you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's from Undateables.
Okay.
It was a girl with the Tourette's. But yeah, so like this guy's like, it's like before a date, and he's like saying stay calm, and then like they introduce each other, and he goes, well, it seems we both have autism, haven't we? And she's like, yeah, and he goes, that's good to know. It's hilarious.
Well, he's making the light of the situation.
Oh yeah. And in the end, you feel really bad for him because, like, if you watch the episode, he doesn't actually end up with a girlfriend.
Aww.
Like, he goes on like, a few dates, and none of them ever turn out. So it's kind of sad, but yeah. I mean, speaking of which, if you watch I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but there was a documentary called Autism and Love, which is all about autistic people dating. And it actually, like, a part of it, spoiler alert, they capture an actual autistic people proposal.
Aww.
So, like, it's just, like, really cool. They actually got it on camera because there's no way they could have acted it.
No.
And, like, at least not, like, it wouldn't have been anywhere near as genuine as it was. So, like, yeah, it's just really cool. And, like, it's also sad because there's one dude who's, like, alone. And, like, he talks about, like, how angry he is about being autistic. And yeah. But...
See, you want to hear the bad thing? I don't have Netflix.
Oh, I thought you did.
I technically do. I steal my mom's account, but
that's close enough. I use Valerie's.
I don't use it. I don't watch anything.
Oh, that's fair.
Like, also,
that's reasonable.
before we get off this topic, is it bad that when I was going through Tinder, and one of the profiles was like, the blind girl walks into the bar, into a chair, into the table, and into other things, and she was actually blind, and part of me was like, do I swipe right? Will she know? Like, legitimate question.
Phones have the auditory thing.
I have seen it. I've heard it because.
I mean, she won't know that you swiped right unless she's.
Unless she swipes right too.
Yeah,
I
guess she goes just based off of or based off of the description, based off of the bio. Like the.
Mine's shitty. I will be honest. Mine's shitty.
Wait, yours is your
bio. My bio is shitty.
I thought you were saying you were being shitty for like. Swiping whichever's a bad one.
I did left, but I don't even fucking. What did I have as my goddamn profile?
What you do?
I don't want to out myself too bad.
Do only RuneScape pickup lines.
That works for you, man.
It doesn't actually.
Well, it worked for you once.
No, and not RuneScape.
Well, okay, it was Pokemon Go, but still, good fucking lord.
Yeah, just use the "Are you a beaver?" Because damn, that one's the best.
No, that doesn't. No, don't fucking make that pose. No.
I love that comic every time.
For the people who are listening and also can't watch us because we don't fucking record video. Funny enough, that webcam right there does record video.
I bet it does. That would be. Do you really want to get the Love Station?
Fuck no. Well, I covered the camera. I always cover the camera.
Yeah. With mine, I can actually fold it closed, and I keep it folded closed.
Okay. What do you actually use it for then?
I used to use it when Valerie wanted to like have video form stuff. Like I would undo it, but like I haven't used it in the past like year.
Well, because you've been here.
Yeah, exactly.
The long distance thing is no longer a problem.
Yeah.
You're not long distance. You're literally every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't get tired of each other though, so it's okay.
Huh?
Except for when she does get tired of me.
What happened? What?
Because we work together, we eat lunch together, we live together. Like, we're literally together at all times.
Okay. And then you come here.
Yeah.
Well, the first time you come here. But
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I really want to hear your D&D character idea.
Okay,
I fucking saw that. I'm like, yes, I want to ask it, but I can't.
Okay, so I've pitched this idea to you in the past.
Is this your Civil War soldier?
No, close. Okay, so you said you're like, no, it's not gonna work. But then I thought about it, and I don't know all the like intricacies of like D&D like abilities and whatnot, but I think it could work.
Okay.
So remember when I showed you the video from the Civil War on Drugs of the guy who played dead through every battle that he was in?
This fucking shit.
So you make a character who's like a bard or something. Like I feel like a bard just because it'd be fun.
Okay.
And to play dead, he casts some type of feign death.
Wizard spell, it's literally called feign death.
Exactly, that's what I figured.
Third level. You literally just fall down.
And in addition, though, have some type of buff to all of the teammates to make up for you being pretend dead.
Do you have to go paladin? Like, I'm thinking about this because I know the rules.
Yeah, like, I don't know exactly how it would work, but I was thinking, like, something like that, and then because you're using that in combat, you could still level. I'm going to actually explain, while you think, I'm going to explain this actual character. So, for the people who haven't seen the Civil War on Drugs, there's a character named Doug, who, he, like, the entire Civil War on Drugs, it's a whitest kid, movie, sketch thing, where they, it's like a whole joke about, like, they think that they started the Civil War and ended it over weed. And, and one of the characters says that he was in 27 battles in the Mexican-American War, and it turns out that every time he always said like his stomach hurt or he had to tie his shoe, and he just played dead through the entire thing, except for one of the battles. I don't remember which one, but he actually slept in and missed it. But it's funny because he still says that he was in 27 battles, and so this would be a character that whenever combat arises, he just guys my stomach and just falls over.
Okay, I have to look up something, but here's what I'm thinking. You get a high enough caster of some sort to cast feign death on yourself, but then you are technically unconscious.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of the abilities drop when you are unconscious. But hold on, Path of Devotion. While you are conscious, you have to be conscious, so that does not work still. Well, I love the idea.
But he is conscious when he's pretending to be dead.
No.
So use a fake feign death.
Just fucking okay.
What if I just cast a buff and then I pass out, or then I pretend to pass out?
That doesn't stay though, because you then go on.
Well, no, because I won't be unconscious. I'll just be laying there with my tongue out.
You're literally doing a performance check to play dead at that point.
Yes, that's exactly what it'd be.
Oh, fucking hell. That could work.
It'd be amazing. And then also...
You are not playing this character in my campaign.
I want to play this character because I also want to be like, oh god, I hit the table. Oh no. Oh god.
Oh god, it came up on capture.
Yeah, we'll deal with that.
You'll deal with that, and I will deal with that.
Man spread. So... Yeah, because I want to also do the pull the old school RPG shit with so any rumors, and then like ask about every little thing that I've ever heard of.
If you ever play D&D, take that advice right fucking there. Ask about rumors and shit.
Just ask about
DMs
rumors.
plan for things that they.
Like, I'd ask literally everyone, and then I'd try to pickpocket from a child or pickpocket.
Don't do that now. Don't do that now, unless you're chaotic evil. Then yeah, sure. But fucking hell. Hey, I don't know if you've seen this. It unfortunately doesn't go good to audio. This is all my Warhammer army that I have not painted. Behind me is some of my Warhammer army that I have painted. There's a stark difference between painted and unpainted. There's like a box of 44 to our right.
God.
And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I painted 10.
I forget what this is called.
That is called a paladin.
No, the blade. The weapon.
Glaive.
Okay, glaive. I was going to be way off.
Oh, wait, 11. The one I painted recently is behind me.
Do you have any plans on getting into 40k?
No. Not 40. Maybe.
40 40K just sounds like a fun time.
40K's gun, like, it's guns and las pistols and cool shit.
And rivet guns, or, yeah, it's mostly rivet guns, isn't it?
Not rivet, bolter.
Bolter, that's what it is.
Bolter is... Well, that's the fucking thing. Bolter was made on a technology that was actually used in real life, but only for 2 guns, and then stopped, because the practical use of the bullets was so fucking shit that they're like, no, we can't do this. Because essentially, it's a missile.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's no rifling or anything. It's just a hole, and you have your missile, your bolter shot, that fires through. Like, essentially, it has an ignition pin. It strikes, and lights the inside fuse that then shoots off the payload, and keeps spinning. Like they're so finely machinely made that they only made like 4,000 some odd rounds.
Okay.
Or something of that nature. Fucking citation needed, but like the 2 guns are fucking rare as shit now.
Yeah, because I remember back when 40K Space Marine came out, the game. Like some guy was like trying to play like no, I think he was playing the campaign, but he was like he was confused because the bolter was like the pistol of the game, and he's like, this thing is like a rocket launcher. I don't understand.
Yeah.
And yeah, like so that's what I've always thought, is that like the bolter seems like the most common weapon, but it's incredibly like
powerful and fucking versatile.
It's absurd.
Yeah. No, so getting to 40K lore that I know. The standard bolter is what everything else is made off of.
Okay,
so, like, that pistol can then be converted into... It's already a machine gun. You just have to hold the fucking trigger. Machine guns, heavy bolter guns, which is literally just a bigger fucking round. Sniper rifle shots.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of those are in
They're all
Space Marine.
bolter, because why the fuck would you not use a 2-stage rocket that then explodes inside your enemy?
Yeah, I remember...
Like, that shit's awesome.
I remember playing it, I had a fun time with all the guns, and then I grabbed a sword, and it was just, because it was one of the last weapons that you unlocked, and just playing with the sword was so much fun.
Well, because it's melee, and you have a fucking chainsaw sword ripping through orcs and demons, if I remember correctly.
Well, in the campaign, but like I was talking about like in the multiplayer, that was it was the whichever, the blue guys versus the red guys. People wearing helmets and people not wearing helmets.
Probably Ultramarines versus Blood Angels.
Something like that, yeah. I don't know. I think it was the Emperor people and then not Emperor people.
Oh, Chaos Marines versus Space Marines, probably.
Something like that, yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. All I remember was, just playing as those characters and flying around, or kind of flying around. It was like more like a glide, like dive thing, I think. And using a sword, and it was a blast.
Yeah. That's your D&D character.
That is my D&D character.
Fucking, we went on a tangent.
Yes, we did.
I think we go on tangents more while we're in front of each other.
Yeah, and I'm trying to go on tangents on purpose because we have so few topics, or at least I have so few topics.
Well, yeah, but it's okay. Team Snapchat, fuck off. I hate Snapchat.
Yeah, I deleted it. Tell me about your need to go on a diet, because I can actually piggyback off this one too.
So, I don't look it. I'm 180 pounds.
Oh, I remember when I was 180 pounds.
Okay, but you're like, I don't know. You're a thick, good-looking boy. I'm still, stomach. I want to get rid of the stomach.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I need to get down to like 175 anyway, because I've been wanting to get down to 175, so we're going to work together and we're going to keep each other accountable.
Alright, good.
After this podcast, we're gonna set shit up. We're gonna do this.
Okay.
We're starting now. It starts literally tomorrow. There's no Monday. Fuck Monday.
Well, I can't do Mondays anyways.
But... Exactly. Fuck Monday.
Alright, but no, I've been needing to go on a diet because I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm trying to lose the gut. I've been doing some exercises, just mainly push-ups, and technically we have a pull-up bar, but I need to go get it from a roommate, and I don't want to do that at the moment. Need to go do it, but
you need to go do it.
Well, don't need, but you know what I mean. I want to look good.
Yeah.
Because the only time I looked good when I was doing wrestling in high school, and there's a picture of me. I don't know if you ever saw me without my shirt on.
I did, yes.
Yeah,
I
the fucking cut V, the small thing of abs.
Yeah,
that
you had the lats. Yeah, you were going.
Yeah, I was a fucking. I was a bro. Like.
Yeah, and you've seen me at my lightest, or my lowest body fat. So yeah, we've both been at that level, and neither of us are at it.
No.
At least neither of us are super fat.
Yes.
I mean, I was 230 in like August.
Really?
Yeah, I got down to like 209 or something like that. But yeah.
Shit.
Or yeah, right now I'm lingering around like the high, like, to the high. I guess I don't know, the high aughts.
Okay. No, but that's my need to get rid of diet or want to diet. My diet consists of eating chicken and rice for 2 meals.
You're like already set.
Chicken and rice for 2 meals, 1 cheat meal, only 3 things of soda a day, which is fucking killer on my system because I'm caffeine addicted.
Like, we could spend the entire podcast with me telling you what you can do and how to do it all, but I don't think we want to make this a health podcast.
No, we're not. We're not going to make it a health podcast.
So after the recording, we're going to sit down, we're going to take a deep dive, we're going to go into it, and I'm going to talk about how you can eat pretty much whatever you want and not actually feel that bad about it.
Okay. I'm still going to feel bad about it.
Yeah, just know that you're not going to, like, don't expect to lose 30 pounds in 10 days.
No.
Because it's not going to happen.
Unless you're doing meth.
Yeah.
That are chopping off an arm.
Yeah.
Is that 30 pounds? No.
No.
I don't think my arm was 30 pounds.
No, our arm wouldn't be like 30. But I can see like 20, but...
5?
It's more than 5. It feels like 5. But I think... Yeah, it's more than... I would say somewhere between 10 and 20.
Okay. Maybe.
I don't know. We're going to Google it. It's going to say like 50.
We're going to be like, what?
I
don't know.
So, do you want me to do my next? Because, I mean, you got more topics.
Yeah, no, hit me with some shit. You've been talking a little bit.
Give me the D&D update.
Okay, so, I don't know if I said this in the last one, but I'm down to 4 players now.
Yes, I think you mentioned that.
Okay, my rogue decided to say no, which is fine. He's okay to say no. He's an adult. He can do what he wants. He also didn't seem to be that into it anyway, so... Oh, hiccups. Fucking good. This will be great for the recording.
You're not even drinking alcohol yet.
Nope. Oh, well, at least I have food in my system this time.
Yeah.
And hopefully I don't get drunk. Because that last episode... Oh, I was sauced. Oh. Also, bring the alcohol next time. If you don't like this alcohol.
I thought about bringing it today, but I decided not to.
Nah. Well, next time. But... So, my 4 people were heading towards the bandit camp. They met up with a guy who said, Nielsen. Nielsen said to find Leeson, which their names are way too fucking close. And I'm gonna change Leeson's name to fucking Larry, or at least something else.
That makes you think of, I remember listening to, like, that one, or Elvis Duran in the morning.
Oh,
and
yeah.
with the phone taps, they'd have, Gerald Fitzpatrick and Patrick Fitzgerald, and they both call.
Fuck no, that's funny. But they're like, he's like, hey, find this guy. He knows stuff about dragons and the dragon cult. And they're like, okay, we probably go do that. That's gonna be a secondary objective because they're thinking this time we're gonna go fuck up their shit because they fucked up our shit in Greenest. We're gonna go fuck up their shit. And as they go, it's fine. The computer's fine. They decided, hey, we're gonna. Like, see what's up, but they found a little bandit camp, and they're, like, stragglers.
Mm-hmm.
And the stragglers, they're like, alright, there's about 4 normal dudes, 4 cultist dudes, and, like, this very intelligent-looking, like, not half-dragon, but, like, small dragon dog thing.
Okay.
Which turns out to be a guard drake. But they're like, alright, cool, how do we fuck them up quickly? Because there was 2 of them were fighting over, essentially, it was a chain, or a bound girl, because gritty realism, I like that kind of shit. Yeah. It's bad, but hey, players are okay with it, so I'm like, alright, good, we're gonna continue with this. I hope you guys are ready for the terrible shit that I'm going to throw at you.
Wait, what if they weren't okay with it? Would you change it to like food or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. Food and or money. Yeah. But if I give them any more money, I'm going to be in trouble. I have the accidental tendency to give them money, but anywho, so after a long, probably a 7-turn or 5-turn combat, which is fairly long, It's nearly a minute in game. His combat is 6 seconds, but they fuck up all the things. They get hurt. They save the girl. They take a moment's short rest. All of them rest, get some health back, and then start going on. And like, okay, where's the dragon? These dragon cultist people. And they follow them to this, like, gorge, like, tiny, like, Grand Canyon looking area. It's got some mountains on the side. They're like, okay, cool. And as they go up to it, they realize the small dragon cultist people are about 700, and they are 4, technically 5, because they now have a small child to now deal with. They're like, oh, fuck. But they're like, we can't fuck up their shit. We can probably still find Leeson, though. Let's leave the girl, the 2 dragon heads, because we chopped off 2 of the heads of these small dragon things that we want to keep. And my fighter's like, I want to keep these and mount them somewhere. But they're decomposing already. He's like, ooh, I can't fix that. So he's going to get skulls. But leave that with the girl or somewhere safe, give her food. And they're like, okay. And they thought about it. I was like, how the fuck did we just go in there? And they're like, oh, wait, I have dragon cultist pendants, but I only have 3. But then our fighter's like, I'm just the muscle. This is how we get in. We're just going to walk in like we own the place. And they're like, yeah. And I'm thinking, oh, thank God they figured it out.
Oh.
Because literally in the book, they're like, if they start a fight, literally surround them with enemies until they either give up or they die. I'm like, please. I'm worried. I got my hands. I'm just like, oh no. Please be smart. And they were smart, and they just walked in, and like the fighter's like, hey, great, right in second that one down, right? And I'm like, all right, that's a little hamming it up, but yeah, it works. They go around, they each get like to hear something or see something. But my ranger, who shot at essentially one of the leaders, which is a half dragon, blue half dragon. He didn't get to see, but he heard some guy fiddling with paper with another dude. It's like, why does the boss want 500 gold for this guy? What the fuck did this elf do? And he's like, put the hood on. I'm going to walk. Non-suspicious.
Yeah.
We at all. I'm like, oh, you poor child. You gonna die. Don't get caught. And so he now knows that, the big half-dragon put a bounty on my head. Ooh, this is a problem. They go around and see what's up. They find Leeson. Leeson is currently chained and also being hit by whips and, like, clubs and stuff just to fuck him up and fuck up his spirit. By the way, in canon, Leeson got captured by the dragon cultist on purpose to learn more. Dumbass.
I made a mistake. Shut up.
No, because in the book it's like he's calm and collected. He knows what he's doing. So I'm like, all right. So this is a cocky prick who's also a monk, which monks are kind of like the martial artists of D&D world. And so they get to him. It's like, fuck. How do we talk to him without looking suspicious? And then the fighter goes, I got this. Grabs a whip. I'm like, whoa, hold on. What are you doing? He goes, I'm going to go talk to the prisoner. I'm like, this might work. Roll me a charisma check. 18. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's go. And so he's talking to him. And then a guard comes over. And he rolled high enough on his perception check to see. I'm like, this guard's looking at you talking to the prisoner. What do? I crack the whip. Like, do you aim to hit him? He goes, yes. I'm like, what do you mean? He hits him. And then goes over and punches him because the one guy's like, yeah, keep going, brother. But, like, they are able to talk to him. Later, been able to get him and get him out. They learned that there was another half-dragon. It was a black half-dragon who wields, like, this great sword that looks like onyx and steel. And they're like, ooh, that's terrible. Let's not get hit by that.
Yeah.
There's a cave. They haven't seen the adult blue dragon yet, so they're like, oh, where the fuck is that adult blue dragon? We're fucked if that thing finds us. Because Sterling, my ranger, was also the one who shot that that adult blue dragon with a giant ballista. And I'm like, God, you cannot you just don't have good luck with dragons. Like, either half dragons or real dragons. But we get Leeson, they get out, they leave, they pick up the girl, they go back to Greenest, they're able to spend the night in Greenest, and that's actually when we're picking up next week. Leeson tells them more information. They learned how they make half dragons, because you essentially take a dragon egg, because dragon eggs, in my version, I think I've told it, but I'm telling it again. Every dragon egg does not have a single embryo. There's hundreds of worms inside of a dragon egg, and they eat each other until there's one remaining, and that becomes the dragon.
That's fun.
But if you take it, use black magic and black rituals to then put it down, keep it sustained, because once that egg is cracked, all the worms should die. Mm-hmm. But they figured out how to sustain the egg, crack it open, take a worm, and ingest it. But then it controls them. And either the strong-willed and strong of body will become half-dragons. You're not strong of body, but strong of mind, you become a guard drake, which is one of the things that they killed.
Yeah.
But if you're strong of neither, you become an ambush drake, which is this shitty, like, emaciated dragon that wants nothing but food.
Okay.
And death. And, like...
Wait, death of others or death of
Death
themselves?
of others. Death of others.
I was thinking, like, kill me.
Kind of. But... And my wizard had found 2 vials, which had worms in it, that were alive. Oh, and man. He's like, ooh, I'm holding on to these. I'm like, no, please don't. Please don't use these.
I'd sell them.
Please don't. But if that's the thing, these things are evil. And whatever worm you essentially, whatever dragon you take on that worm's characteristics. The rite is called Taking of the Worm. So, essentially, eat it. But don't actually chew. Just swallow.
I'd still sell it.
Yeah.
I'd find someone who's trading weird items and just be like, listen, bro, you want to turn into a dragon? I got you, fam.
Turns into a half dragon or really shitty ambush drake, and then a town has to deal with that.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking...
And I'd sell it for a lot of money, and then my crew's got way too much money, and then we're good.
Yeah. But they hit level 3... All of them chose their subclasses now, and I have to deal with that. I have to read, because I forgot to read this week on stuff.
Oh, man.
Which means, after this podcast, and after me talking to you, I will probably go and read.
Yeah.
And read a lot. Chapter 3 is not too terrible. Chapter 3 is a dungeon. Like, their first actual dungeon.
Okay, so it's not bad.
It's not terrible. I can skim and be okay, but I need to read.
Yeah. Alright.
Well, alright. I'm going to ask about you donating blood now.
Okay.
What's been up with that? Are you doing that for money, or are you just doing that for fun?
No, so I like, when I went to the Strawberry Festival, they had one of the red buses, so I decided to... This one. Oh. Yeah, you can see the bruises.
You're fucking bruised, man.
Yeah, because that's what happens. And also, I think, I was lifting stuff, and also it's just... Yeah. So, I don't know if that's what caused the bruise, but, like, I mean, I know at the very least that bruise right there is a result of the blood. But yeah, so, did you ever hear of my experience of donating blood in high school?
No.
In 12th grade. So, when I went, like, it was, like, one of the days that they had the bus, and like, I was like, alright, it's my first time donating blood, like, I was excited to do it, like, just because it's just a good thing, like, might as well. And so I go to do it. Everything's, like, starting off fine. I'm like, all right, I want to do my right arm just because that's what I figured. Right arm would be a good choice. Probably a month or 2 before I had blood work done. And when they did that, they couldn't find the veins in my arms because they're not very visible. I mean, you can kind of see them, but, like, yeah, like, I mean, even when my arm or like, vascular, when I have a low body fat percentage, you still can't see it here, like, in the elbow. So... Like, when I got my blood work done, they took it out of, like, my wrist or my hand or something because it was just easier. And so, when I go, like, I have them, or, like, the guy was probably, it seemed like he was new, like, it was his first day, like, on the bus or something. Because apparently they spend a lot of time shadowing, and usually the people who are drawing your blood have actually been doing it for a while. Or, like, they have enough experience to be doing it, like, on the bus or something. But this guy just seemed... not
too new.
He didn't. Yeah, he seemed like too new. Like maybe it was his first time on the bus, but yeah. So he pokes it in. He pokes the needle in, and nothing happens. Like, and I was like, what? And then he moves it, and then the blood starts coming out.
Okay.
And then, so, like, it's going, and I'm like, all right, it was whatever. And then they were talking about how it was flowing really slowly, and they were, like, really confused. And so what they ended up doing, or the guy started, like, moving it around, trying to get it in, like, a better spot.
You don't do that.
And then I felt a really sharp pain. When I feel a sharp pain like that, I get lightheaded. So I went, hey, I just got lightheaded. And then they're like, all right, they did all the emergency stuff. And, like, I didn't really need that. I just... Yeah. Like, it was just, like, it's a short, like, maybe minute or two getting lightheaded, and that's it. Mm-hmm. I felt it one other time. Remember in 8th grade when I filleted my finger?
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, so...
And also terrible.
Yeah, when I was cleaning my finger doing that, I, like, pinched something that gave me that same sharp pain, like, I got lightheaded from it. So, like, it's literally just that sharp pain that does it. And I don't know... I guess it's like pinching a nerve, like,
you
literally
have a weird, like...
But...
kryptonite kind of deal.
Yeah.
I just give you a sharp pain.
It only happens on the inside. So
okay, it's only on the inside.
Yeah, it's only like I feel like it's like actually pinching a literal nerve is what it is.
Oh god.
But yeah, so like I told them about that because like I kind of like this time when I went, like I did all the stuff, and like they're like, have you donated blood before? I was like, I started to, but it never actually, like, they never got a full thing because, like, things didn't go well, they missed, and they were like, oh, all right, and then, like, I went through the beginning stuff, like, making sure that I was, like, okay to do it, and then, like, they sat me down, and I was like, I want to do it in my left arm, because in my left arm, the veins are a little bit more visible than in my right arm, and so I was like, all right, I'm going to do my left arm, and then they were looking, they're feeling, they're like, I can't really get anything, like, all the veins are too small. And so I was like, all right, they're like, try your right arm because, you know, you said that you did it in your right arm last time. So I was like, all right. They felt it. They were like, they had like 2 or 3 people come up and they're like, oh yeah, these veins are like all super small. Like it's going to be really hard to do it. And, but then they found one like right there. They're like, all right, going to do it right there. When the lady like marked like a little, she had a pen like unclicked. So like it was just like the tip of a pen poking. She's like, that hurt? I was like, oh no. And she's like, all right. So she poked right there. And the same thing kind of happened where at first there was nothing. She kind of nudged it a little, and then the blood started coming out. And then the same exact thing happened. So it was flowing slow.
Oh, God.
And they were like...
Oh, God.
And she was confused. And so, like, and I told them the situation of what happened last time. And so she was like, I'm not going to move it inside. I'm going to try everything before that. So, like, she, like, lifted my arm. She, like, she was, like, kind of, like, messing with something, like, turning it. Things like that, which felt weird, but it was okay. And then she put her finger like right there, like on top of it, and like no pressure, just put her finger on it, and apparently it just started flowing like fast. And then she took her finger off, and it flowed slow.
Oh my god!
No pressure, just doing that. And then Valerie was sitting like literally like across from me, like on the thing, and like I mentioned that she was my fiance, and then. And she was like, the lady was like, does he like attention? Or she said that my veins like attention. So then she was like, does he like attention? She's like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, his veins do too. And so she was standing with her fingers, like she told me like how much faster it went, because it was like going at like 20, and then like when she like was touching it, it was at like 140. So it was like moving a lot faster. And then she did something. I think she put like something to put like a really light amount of pressure. And it was apparently going at like 80, like pretty steadily. Okay. And so like it went, and they're like, all right, you're done. And I was like, oh, cool. Like I did it. And so like it was just, I just figured because I had nothing else to talk about that'd be entertaining enough. The fact that
that's entertaining.
That literally like when she just put her finger on top of it, that's when it would flow fast.
My veins need attention. That needs to be a shirt.
Like I next time, because it sounds like Valerie wants me to continuously donate blood, because odds are I have O negative blood.
You have O negative?
I might, I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure I do. Which they would really want me to donate blood all the time.
Yeah.
So.
I think I'm AB something.
Yeah, if I do...
I'm not O. I wish I was O, but...
Yeah, if I do, then... Or if I have O negative, then... I guess odds are I'm probably just going to be doing it consistently anyway, because Valerie wants me to, because she likes donating blood. Not in a weird way. But yeah, that. Like, every time I go, I'm going to have to be like, listen, so my veins really like attention when they're really small.
It's...
like, it's going to be a whole thing, but I guess that's what's going to happen.
That's pretty good, though. I like that. My veins are really small and need attention.
Oh, you deleted it? Heck.
Yeah, I deleted it. Do you have to delete it on both ends, or is it just one end?
No, you just delete on one end.
Okay.
It just disappeared while I was in the middle of deleting
it.
Just because I feel like it's fast, what about this list to get a Guitar Hero guitar stuff?
So, Goodwill. The same tech Goodwill. I talked to one of the people. I'm like, hey, I kind of want this guitar. Can you put me on a list in case if it comes in, you guys call me? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, what? What? Alright, cool. Because I'm like, I'm only expecting them to go, no, it's kind of first come, first serve. Yeah. They're like, nope, you can do it. I'm like, oh, sweet. Also, the girl was cute, but...
She's okay.
What do you mean she's okay?
I'm not attracted to her.
Yeah. Different folks. It's like different things. I don't like great grandmas.
Yeah, people like different things. I don't like great grandmas. That's what it is. But yeah, I should probably ask them about getting a list about broken stuff. Like,
I think they should.
Cause I asked about them having broken things, and like the guy was like, oh yeah, we'll make sure that we put them out. But I wonder if it's like if you have something that's broken and you're putting it for under $5, let me know. Like $5 or $10.
I would say talk to the girl. The girls seem to be the most like
she's really knowledgeable, and he's also the big dude with a beard and all, like squirrely looking dude.
I haven't met him.
You might have not seen him, but he's very noticeable. He's like the kind of guy that you would expect to be working at an electronics store, like a Goodwill electronics store.
Okay.
But he he's like really knowledgeable with like a lot of the stuff too, and so when that's who I talk to.
Okay. Yeah. There's that. Do we want to end before do we want to go to our next segment? What the fuck is it? Gotta look at agenda.
Next segment's entertainment.
Yeah, it is entertainment. But do you want to go entertainment slightly sauced? Or do you just really not want to do that?
I should do it now, because if not...
Yeah, we should do that quickly.
Then it's going to be illegal.
Yeah, let's not be illegal. So, today on the whiskey tasting, which Justin hates me.
I'm literally offended. I told him when I got in here that I am offended by his choice.
Look, I like it. You can fuck off. It's peach crown.
Okay. Just because you like it doesn't mean it should count in the whiskey tasting.
Fuck off. It counts. Remember, whiskey is the one you like to drink. Yeah. Fuck off.
No, they don't count flavored whiskey in this.
Fuck off. It's good. I like it. You're trying a little bit.
I want to say it's Daniel who has... but you should probably clean it out first.
Yeah, we should.
Because you got the tea in it.
We both had the tea in it.
Yeah.
We both have cups. And actually, the cocktail in it.
Yeah, just put like a little bit and just like swish it around, drink it.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, the water will still have a little impact, but it won't be that bad.
Yeah,
unless you have something to dry it off.
I got a sock. Let's not use a sock.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that one.
I'm gonna use a sock. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try not to bump this tiny ass table and grab probably one of my paint ones.
I forgot what I was gonna say, or what I was saying. Is this at least 40% alcohol? No, it is not.
Damn it.
It is legally not whiskey.
Fuck off.
I remember what I was gonna say though. Crown does have a peachy flavor though, so it's probably just gonna be. Like I remember like tasting like some vitamin water, some like diet vitamin water thing, and I was like, this tastes like Crown. So yeah, so I guess peach is a good choice, but it's still.
Well, this shit's so sought after down here in the South.
Is it really?
Like, yeah.
I guess for like peach tea and stuff.
Well, yeah, peach tea. Just people like it. It just I don't know.
No,
I actually like this.
It's a dram.
Here you
go. I should have brought my Glencairns.
I actually have a few Glencairns. I probably should have grabbed that instead of these.
Yeah.
But look, you know what?
All right.
Okay, look, it's.
I don't even care about the look. I mean, it looks like whiskey to me.
All right, slightly golden.
Smells like peach. Holy shit!
It smells like peach. Bombs up.
How are we doing it? Tastes like peach.
I like it though.
Like no alcohol, just peach.
All right, time for a little water.
Wait.
Oh yeah, let's swish it.
Peach. Yeah, a little hint of peach there on the palate, and it's got a finish of peach.
what I'm drinking, you shithead.
It's like just drinking peach tea.
Fuck off. It's good peach tea, though.
It's like drinking, what is it, Jeremiah wheat.
Jeremiah wheat? What the fuck's Jeremiah wheat?
Sweet tea with vodka in it.
Mm.
I'm not even adding water because I already drank it.
Fuck it. Well, then I'm gonna drink the cocktail of it because I like the cocktail, which
All right,
is
have fun.
sweet tea and peach crown. Because it's just
tea.
nice. Yeah, peach tea.
Except there's no burn at all. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same exact thing.
Fuck off, I like it.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate on you for having the cocktail. Like,
Hell, I'm
just gonna hate on you for having the peach crown.
Hey, it's alcohol that I enjoy, damn it, which is hard to find nowadays.
Oh, I'll change your mind.
You fucking
open your
please
word.
do.
I'm gonna be your Aladdin to your Jasmine.
If you start singing, we're gonna have Disney copyright our ass. Do you really want that to happen?
Yes. No. I don't know. Maybe they'll give us money.
No, they won't.
Fuck.
Won't give us money.
All right.
Which I'm actually quite surprised that I've seen a lot of YouTube videos that are people singing a lot of the like Disney stuff and not being copyright strike or something.
My guess was it would be you can claim it as fair use because especially if you're singing it yourself, like it's you can say it's a cover or something.
Yeah. Yes, there's more sweet tea in there than peach crown.
Well, you're supposed to have more.
Yeah, it's cocktail.
If you're, yeah.
It's cocktail. Yeah.
I mean, I'd be a little concerned if you had more whiskey than you had tea.
Well, it's just an alcoholic then.
Yeah. Alcohol was the only thing I had. Alcohol was all I had. God, that was such a good picture. Good thing. Do you want to talk about fixing your car?
Oh, yeah. So, I'm a terrible car owner. I preference that with the full story, or the short story being I ran down my brakes into my rotors.
Oh, God.
And it was a noise. If my dad ever finds this episode, he's gonna hate me to death. But, so, that happened. And I took it to the people, and they're like, I had to get there before I went to work. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up early, and I'm gonna be there beforehand, and my computer, like, it's not shutting off or shutting down.
Yeah, it's just sleeping.
Me.
Or it's, entering power save mode.
Yeah, I don't want that to do that while I'm recording, because now I'm afraid. Where's the other monitor? Ah! Oh no! Justin!
Like, is it there? Is it not there?
It's not there! It's just black! And I don't have it for recording. Hold on.
Alright, well.
Turn it around. No, it's still recording because the tab's up.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see the tab. Fucking damn it. But yeah, where the fuck is it? Okay, no. No, where are you? Hey, monitor, turn on. Monitor. Anyway. Well, we're gonna pray that it's still recording. Alright? I have to fix this, actually, no.
You can... I never remember what the shortcut is to move the window with the keyboard.
I don't fucking remember. I was hoping to do this.
That works too.
But I don't see fucking Audacity.
Alt-tab. No, never mind. That wouldn't work. It's... Oh, God, I never remember. I used to run into this problem a lot. I will see.
It's still recording. Like, I can see it in the tiny preview window that it's recording.
Yeah.
So, I just have to deal with this. I don't know. Find the thing.
Yep, move window with keyboard. Hold down Alt, press space, press M.
Oh, nope, it's up now.
Oh.
Okay, we're good.
Alright.
We're not cutting any of that.
No, not at all.
No, because content. But yeah, so fixing car, gonna go there early. Woke up at 12:30 when I had to be at work at 1:30. Oh so I was like, ah, crap. So, took a quick shower, got out, got dressed, left. Didn't have time to eat, by the way. Haven't eaten at this point. Drive up there, I'm like, hey, I need to go to work soon. I was like, luckily, I can walk from that place to the other, which wasn't going to be terrible. I made it there with like 15 minutes. I'm like, all right, I can walk from here to there within less than 15 minutes. Yeah. Told him what was going on, yada, yada, yada. He goes, all right, cool. Left him my key, got my stuff, walked out, went to work, was fine, up until 3 o'clock. Then I got a phone call, and they're like, hey, done with the inspection. Here's what's wrong. I'm like, oh, okay, how much is that going to be? I'm thinking it's gonna be like $1,000 or something. Got really close to $420.69. I'm sad that it wasn't. $429.59. I was like, damn it, damn it. Could it not be $9? $9 less, but 10 cents more.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Can I get an $8.90 discount?
But yeah, so that happened. They fixed my car. I was able to get my car in time to then take it, drive it from my break back to my work, and then have my car. My car runs fine now.
Nice.
But for the while, it sounded like a demon was possessing my car.
Every time you stop or you slow down, I am stopping.
Exactly. Just
yeah.
like, oh Lord, help me. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was fixing my car, and I bought those people half pints of. It was Evan Williams, Tito's, Jim Beam, and the other one wanted rum, so I got him Bacardi.
Okay, I know what all of those are.
Yeah, but it was more or less a thank you of, hey, you did this in the amount of time that I needed it, and I needed it for tomorrow, so thank you.
You should have gotten the $8.90 discount from buying them those.
I should have asked for that, and then I would have a story, but this is the other story.
Yeah.
He also got me like a 20% off coupon beforehand, so
okay.
it kind of was nice.
Yeah,
Then he still gave me like $15 worth of like super lube, what is it, car wash things, which was nice.
Okay. Alright. So now we're moving into the entertainment section. Oh,
yeah.
Look at me doing this segue. I usually don't.
I know, right? I'm usually doing it.
But are we gonna go with the usual? You ask me first, or am I asking you?
You ask me first.
All right, Austin. What did you do last week in the realm of entertainment? Fuck you, listener.
No, we're not doing that anymore. We're gonna be trying to listen to creative criticism. I fucking played video games. I watched more YouTube.
What'd you play?
I played Terraria and a new game called Deep Miner something. Essentially, you're dwarves in space mining asteroids.
Okay.
Which is really fucking fun. I am the driller or digger, and I have two giant like rotating drills on each hand.
That's fun.
And I make the world Minecraft to me because I can destroy everything so much quicker than anyone else. But I make staircases. I dig into walls just to get to materials and stuff. Yeah. But then again, my buddy Drew and Colin, like Colin's a scout, so he just shoots a grappling hook. If you played Apex Legends, he's essentially Pathfinder.
Okay.
So he just Pathfinders everywhere, which that's who he played in Apex anyways.
Is this like a first-person game, or is it?
It is first-person.
Okay.
But like each world is procedurally generated. You're always in a mine, so there's no sky.
Okay.
It's just you're always enclosed.
Okay.
But.
And it's like a planet-sized asteroid.
More or less.
Yeah.
It's not too big. Like the play area is dense. It has so much shit going on. You have to deal with essentially these aliens that look like Do you play Borderlands? The Spitters? The armored ones that you had to shoot from behind.
Yeah, Spitter Sky. You're talking about Spider Ants.
Yeah, Spider Ants. They look like Spider Ants.
Okay.
I made the joke that they were Tyranids from Warhammer 40k, and later on, I made a damn good choice of calling them Tyranids. Because they just fucking get bigger, they get nasty, and I'm just like, shit. But, it's really fun. And a game that I enjoy. I gotta actually get the fucking name of it, because if not, then I'm gonna look like a fool, and everyone. Deep Rock Galactic.
Okay, yeah, I know people who play that game. I don't know
fun.
anything about it. I just know that it's too much money for me to spend.
It was $15 for a little bit.
Yeah,
because of the sale.
Yeah, that's money I don't have.
Okay, that's fair. I don't have any fucking money now. It's actually been good that I've been eating at home for 2 of my meals, more or less.
Yeah, it saves a lot of money.
Yeah, I noticed, and I'm like, I'm not spending as much money.
Yeah,
not buying as much soda, too.
I typically can get by with eating out. I spend about $50 a week. And that's...
Is that just you, though?
That's just me, and that's eating out maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But if I'm not eating out at all that week, I can usually eat for like $20 a week.
Okay.
And that's eating pretty nice.
Okay.
I mean, pretty nice. I eat simple foods, but like I throw them together.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you do that and like throw some sauce on it, you can live off some shit.
Did you see what I shared in the pictures a few days ago?
No, what'd you put?
I think I posted.
Or I did, and I just didn't. I saw
a picture
it,
of food. Hold on, this.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah,
that looked good.
That's from. That was inspired by this girl on YouTube. Her name is Stacy Flowers. She has. Her entire thing is all about saving money, and she's like she was like $183,000 in student loan debt.
Oh, good God!
And yeah, I'm $100,000, so like I
good
relate.
God.
And so she was like for the longest time she was eating off of $50 a month.
Oh.
And she just does like a lot of extreme saving stuff, and this is one of the recipes that she made. The only difference between this one and hers was I just had an extra chorizo sausage guy, so I just threw it in the middle. But I mean, it's rice, black beans, roasted sweet potatoes, raw spinach, and
jalapeno,
banana peppers.
Banana pepper. Okay.
And yeah, it's called a Buddha bowl apparently.
Okay.
But they're super cheap and for a lot of food, so they're pretty great.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah.
Yeah. I've also been listening to a lot of like Sabaton, Five Finger Death Punch, and some Metallica. I don't know why, but they've just kind of like
feeling edgy.
Well, not edgy.
Yeah, it's not edgy because edgy is
it's
like
rock. Like it's fucking metal.
Yeah, it's metal, but not the edgy metal, which like
it's not emo.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like because there's metal like listening to Five Finger Death Punch, Metallica, Avenged Sevenfold, and then there's metal with screaming, and both of them call it metal, but they're two very different communities.
Yeah. Five Finger Death Punch has screaming, but it's more melodic screaming?
Yeah, like I'm talking about like full on screaming,
no.
like only screaming, but it's not screamo.
It's some kind of form of metal.
I just got out of that realm entirely for the most part. Unless it's ironic.
That and fucking Doom and Animal Crossing coming out. I've already pre-ordered Animal Crossing. Yes. I'm bad at the pre-ordering nature, but
yeah, Valerie pre-ordered Animal Crossing. Yeah, and
Island Friends. And
she also, I think she pre-ordered or like just bought, which I'll talk about a little bit more and it's my section or my turn. But a game called Donut County. But
okay, we need to go to your section. What the fuck is Donut County?
All right.
What'd you do last week?
All right, what did I do last week? Okay, we're gonna get there later. Because that's at the end of last week. By that I mean that was yesterday.
Okay. Okay.
So. I mean, it was like the last weekend leading into yesterday. So I didn't see any movies this week because I was
scandalous.
I was busy and traveling and stuff. But I do have things to talk about.
Okay.
Gladly. So you remember me telling you about The Quest last week, the game The Quest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can actually show you it so you actually know what it looks like.
And that's the thing, you showed me screenshots of it.
Yeah, I did, but
Discord.
I want to actually show you like what this shit is. I want to say this is like $7 or $8 on the App Store, but
oh my God, it's some weird like Doom thing. It
like,
feels like Doom.
Yeah, it's like an old school first-person RPG. And it has
stab that bitch.
It has an open world.
Oh my God!
And apparently, there's tons of it. Like the map isn't too huge. Like I mean, it probably takes like 2 or 3 minutes to get from here to there.
Okay.
For the people listening, it's probably I don't know. It looks like it would be far in a modern day game, but it's really not in this game. But everything is hand drawn.
See, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. But like, it's
someone spent time on this.
Yeah, someone spent a lot of time on this, and it's basically just like an old school RPG. It plays exactly like one. It's got all the mechanics that you'd expect. I mean, there's tons of like intricacies with like quests and stuff.
Do you remember that one fucking game that was going around in high school where you were like, it was medieval kind of deal? You shot like crosses out of a bow or something. Like that reminds me of that fucking game.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was like a dwarf, a paladin dude, and then like a wizard. Like, I think a sorceress wizard kind of deal. But this game was just going around on the computers because people had it on flash drives and were just downloaded. I don't remember it.
I don't remember that, like, at least not in high school, because...
Yeah, it was high school. I just fucking...
Cause, yeah, I thought I was, like, the pioneer with all the games for the most part, but...
No.
Because, I mean, but that was mostly, like, the really in-depth Flash games that I found.
It just...
But, yeah, I don't know.
It reminds me of that game. It was some, like, weird Doom clone thing. Not actually Doom, but, like, it had the stylistics of Doom, but you could aim up and down, so not really. But, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
It was like,
first-person shooter.
Not Legends. It was like Gauntlet. It sounds like it was like Gauntlet.
Not top-down, it was first-person.
Okay. But it was, like, basically the same idea.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird, but, like, I loved playing it, because I would just play that while everything's
I'm making sure that I'm being...
Yeah.
I'm making sure that I'm being picked up talking way back here.
Nah, it's all good.
Okay. So yeah, I actually got pretty into that. Like, it's just like a regular RPG where, like, in the beginning you have a hard time getting into it, but then once you start playing quests and everything, you're just like, all I want to do is play this game.
Skyrim.
And yeah, it's the exact same thing. It plays exactly like, like, it has like a lot of like the stuff that you'd see in like Morrowind and Daggerfall and Arena and all that.
We're turning on the fans. It's fucking hot.
It is hot.
It's fucking here. And not just because there's two awesome dudes in it, but that's the
woo.
No, don't fucking speak like that. I told you my disdain for that fucking type of speaking?
I don't think so.
Have I not told you this?
No.
No, okay, I just hate that shit.
Okay.
I hate it so much.
I was tempted to just say, like, the next sentence and you will speak.
Please don't. I will hit you with the weapon stick. Which, the weapon stick is a cane sword.
Ooh.
That we have called the weapon stick, because I use this for a D&D character.
Oh, yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
Played that game a lot during the weekend because, I mean, like, it's a pick-up, put-down game. Like, like, when you close out the game, it saves where you were.
You can take a shit and play, like, a few turns, and then it's like, okay, need a wipe.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, or, like, if you're just, like, bored waiting for something, it plays in portrait and landscape, so depending on whichever way you want to play.
I love this app developer. I don't even know who they are.
Yeah, whoever it was amazing. Your pop filter was moving.
I know. I'm watching it. Okay, I don't think it's picking up.
All right. Yeah, the game is, like, pretty incredible, and there's tons of expansion, so I imagine that, like, I feel like the base game is probably about 20 hours of gameplay or so with the side quests, and then there's expansions. And there's a lot of them. Each one is, like, $2, though, so, like, I don't know, I might put all the money into it just because, like...
It's fun.
Whoever made it,
Props.
Thumbs up to them.
Do you know the app developer? Like, we can look that shit up. We have devices in front of us.
I can look up their name, or the...
Yeah, look up names.
Okay, the quest, searching, it's Redshift Games.
Redshift Games.
Yeah, they have Islands of Ice and Fire, Cairn Castle, Celtic Rift, Hero of Lucremore,
Celtic Queen,
3, Thor's Hammer, Hero of Lucremore. Oh my god, there's 5.
Thor's Hammer?
Yeah, Macha's Curse, Basilisk's Eye.
What the fuck? This just keeps going.
Celtic Doom.
Alright, I might start to play this. I don't know.
I highly recommend it. And, like, the combat is also, or the combat's, like,
is combat turn-based?
It's like first-person still, but it plays turn-based. So, like, when you're roaming around, you'll know when an enemy's nearby when you can't hold forward and you just move. You have to start tapping it because it does the enemy's movements in between. Okay. So, like, yeah, so, like, if, like, you can attack and then they'll attack. Like, there's never going to be a situation where, like, you attack and then they attack twice or something like that.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's got melee, melee, range, and magic. Like, there's several different types of magic. Apparently, there's an entire undead magic, which you have to play as an undead, like, character in order to even use it.
That sounds fun.
There's holy and unholy health, which apparently unholy health is what you do if you're an undead character. And if you use an unholy health potion, I learned this the hard way. If you use an unholy health potion when you're a regular person, you lose the health.
Oh god.
So it was like restores 50 unholy health points, and I just I was like dying, and so I was like, I need to heal, and boom, I was like, oh no.
Accidental death.
Yeah, gladly, whatever I was fighting wasn't ranged, so, like, was able to just run away.
Okay. That's funny, though. That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I think I might start playing that.
Yeah.
Because that's probably how I get my D&D fix when I need it in the middle of the week.
I feel like it will kind of give you a little bit of a D&D fix. At least in the terms of, like, skills and combat and stuff. I don't know too much of it. Like, the person-to-person interaction is limited. Like, it's not... You can't ask every little person about every little thing.
Nah.
But you can ask citizens about gossip, and you can ask, like, important people about...
stuff.
Yeah, about, like, stuff regarding quests and things like that. Other than that, there was a podcast. Actually, I'm gonna still stick to talking about games, so I can talk about Donut County.
Yeah, Donut County.
So when I was down south, my stepsister, she's 12 years old, and she obviously plays a lot of mobile games because she's a 12-year-old girl. And that's not even me saying that like a mean way or anything. It's just like that's just a fact. Like she plays The Sims and mobile games.
Okay, yeah. I think that's my sister too, but she's actually starting playing like GTA 5 and Minecraft and some other stuff. Which I'm like, all right, good. And she's starting to expand. Yeah. She has my Xbox.
She's gonna start playing 5M.
5M.
That's the GTA 5 role playing thing.
Oh, please no, please no.
There's some
Mac,
interesting stuff.
don't play that game. Mac, you might listen to our podcast. I don't know.
I don't know. 5M has a lot of stuff going on. You can troll it. I don't know. I haven't actually played it. I just heard stories and like you know how like when you're like talking about like playing a game like how you did all this like really fancy stuff, but then it turns out you play the game and it's not really like anything.
Yeah.
Like I talk about that like with Hearts of Iron 4. Like it's just a strategy game, but like I talk about how I boosted fascism in South Carolina and then the South seceded again. and like the way that I explained it, it sounds a lot more interesting than it really is. That was actually a hilarious thing. That in the middle of,
succeeded again.
In the middle of World War II, the South secedes and the North destroys them in less than a year.
I just love how there's again.
Yeah, because
fucking real history.
Yeah,
God damn it.
I thought it was hilarious because I was like kind of jokingly doing it in South Carolina because that's where that was the first state to secede. The entire South.
Fucking starting
the
Civil War II.
Yeah, the CSA came back. Except they were fascist this time, so it was like I don't remember what it was called. Like it wasn't called the Confederation. It was like United States or Empire of United States, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was a huge tangent. But yeah, so my stepsister was playing a lot of Hole.io or Holio. It's a game where it's a Chinese ripoff of an indie developer's game where you're just like a hole that like sucks up a bunch of stuff in a city.
Wait a second. So in Donut Kingdom, like you're a small hole.
Donut County.
Donut County. Fuck off.
Yeah. Shout out to Donut Kingdom.
Yeah, shout out to Donut Kingdom. Sponsor our podcast. Please. Fucking, we will shill out for some damn donuts.
Speaking of sponsors, this podcast is sponsored by Rage!
No, shut the fuck up.
Oh, I mean,
we are not.
Strike Dark Heroes.
Shut up. Apparently they don't actually support people or something.
That's not true.
Do they?
So the person said that they don't, but then that person was very wrong, and they replied to that saying that person was mistaken, thinking that the question was about YouTubers making content on or like on their game, but like that was their excuse. It was just someone being dumb.
Okay.
But what I was saying was Hole.io is a ripoff of an indie game, and I was talking about how like the game looks fun, but I'm never gonna play it because it's a ripoff of an indie game. Like it's a Chinese ripoff. And the developer was really upset about it because they put so much effort into their game, and then a Chinese company just makes a copy of it and becomes one of the top grossing games on the App Store. And so, like, Valerie was watching my stepsister play it. She's like, oh, I want to play it. So then she ended up downloading it on her phone. She was having a good time. She was also playing, like, a few other games. But the whole Hole.io or Holio, whatever you want to call it, was the like most notable one. And I mentioned that game to her, and then yesterday she's like, I bought a game. And I was like, what game? And she said Donut County. I was like, what's Donut County? She's like, you know that game that that Whole.io ripped off? I was like, oh, it's that game? I never knew the name of it. And yeah, so she played it last night, and the characters are amazing. Like all of them are like pretty relatable, and it's just funny. The loading screen it's like a very like pleasant like flower kind of thing, and it says "Have a garbage day," and then it's a slogan for like this garbage company, and it's like something like Raccoon Garbage Company or something like that, and then the slogan is "Hurl me into a dumpster." And so me and her, she already made her wallpaper at work that loading screen. And now I'm gonna do it. I forgot to do it today, but just have a garbage day.
Have a garbage day with a nice sunflower.
But yeah. So she also today she told me that she bought it on Switch because apparently it's obviously they're having a limited run physical copy, and she wanted to get a physical copy for Stardew Valley too, or as well. But like now they're like a few $100s, and it's not worth it.
No.
But the other thing that I thought was quite interesting was I listened to the Reply All podcast. I don't know if you listened to it.
No. What's
so
that on?
it's by what's it on or
no? What's it about?
Okay, so it's just they have various things. Their kind of general overarching topic is tech, but it's like. Do
they deal with like spam emails and shit like that?
They talk.
It sounds like they would be primed for spam emails.
They talk about it's like kind of like internet and like maybe not internet mysteries, but like kind of weird oddities on the internet, and also or just like stories from people are involved with the internet. They have several segments. They have Yes Yes No, which is like their producer is like not in touch with the internet and like sees a weird tweet and is wondering what it is, so then they talk about what the tweet's about.
It's like you and me in the news.
Yeah, it's like that, except they make a 30-minute video out of it or a 30-minute podcast. But one of the things they have is called Super Tech Support, and it's about like helping people with like whatever weird thing that they have going on with their computer, or like involving internet or tech or something like that.
Okay.
A really interesting one. This is actually a tangent, but there was one on I don't remember the name, but every domino or like a bunch of dominoes around the country are getting. I think they're still actively getting orders from a specific name. I don't remember what the name was. But they're getting orders for it's a order for a pickup by paying cash for just a bottled Coke, and that's it. And people get them like weekly, and apparently it's like they go like in depth with it. They don't actually get like a real answer, but they get like it's like some type of test for that
corporate does?
Yeah, that like corporate or someone. It's like apparently it's a huge conspiracy behind it, but
oh, my Lord.
They never got into it. But this episode was about. Spoilers for the most recent Reply All podcast. I think it released on March 5th. If you don't want to, if you want to listen to that, don't listen to this podcast or don't listen to this. Listen to this podcast, please.
Yes, please.
Just don't listen to the next. I don't know. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. All right. 3 minutes from there. Go.
All right. So, God, time's running.
I'm going to pull up a timer app. Keep going.
Okay, so there was this guy. He was apparently at like a party or something, and he was drinking, and he on his way back, like on his way home, his wife was driving him, and he was like singing this song, and his wife is like, "What song are you singing?" Like, because he was like singing like variations, like like changing the words to be like to talk about her or whatever, and she was like, "What song are you singing?" He's like, "Oh, it's that song. I don't remember the name." But, like, I'll look it up. Like, it was super popular in the late 90s. And he starts looking it up online, and it's nowhere to be found.
What?
The song was nowhere.
What do you mean?
Everywhere he looked, there was nothing about this song.
What the
He
hell is
typed
this song?
in lyrics, everything. He was so confused. And, like, he, like, started, like, thinking about it. And, like, he was remembering more and more lyrics as he went on. And he ended up creating an a cappella version of the song with what he remembered. Where, he recorded each like the guitar track with his like he couldn't play any instruments, so he just played with it, like just used his mouth. And he's just like bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum. and like he's singing it, and like he doesn't have good pitch or anything, so it's like super out of tune, and like but like he tried plugging it into that one thing or like that
Shazam or like
it's not Shazam, but it's like Shazam, except you can just hum a tune and it'll find it.
What the fuck?
And
I don't know this. I
don't remember what that program's called, but he tried plugging it in, couldn't find it, so he can't like so.
Fuck?
And at this point, I think the podcast people were helping, but the podcast guy knew like an actual like professional musician, so he was like, I'm gonna try to get them to record their own version of the song and try to plug it in and see if it picks it up. And so they go to this like super fancy recording studio that was built by Frank Sinatra. Like on the walls,
shit.
they have like the records that have been recorded there, and there's like Michael Jackson and like other huge pop stars. Like they were like, we are way out of our league in this place. But but like it was like just a ragtag group of people who just all you
got a minute
of people who all knew this like who all just knew how to play their instruments. And then this guy showed up who he only knew this song from his memory. No one else in the room knew this song.
What the did this guy just make his own song?
I'll get there.
You got 45 seconds.
So, yeah, we're gonna have to tell them to skip farther. So they put together they like this guy starts teaching or coaching each person on how each part sounded, and he's like, apparently he was in like the vocal booth with the singer saying like, this is what you're supposed to do, this is how you do it, like how each thing sounded and everything, and like they end up putting out a version of the song that it was just like really good, and everyone's like, wow, this is really impressive, because like it was things like the bass needs to be like less funk. All right, I think that the first time took 10 seconds between, so if you have skipped this far, I'm going to keep on talking for another 5 seconds to make sure. If you have skipped this far ahead, please continue another, please continue another 5 minutes ahead. So, so yeah, they make the song, and they try to plug it into the thing, still nothing. And so, and at this point, it's like a really good thing. Like, you could listen to it now and be like, wow, I really want to listen to that right now. Or, like,
I want to listen to it now. You could listen
to that cover, and it'd be good.
I want to listen to it now.
We'll get there. I mean, spoilers. So this guy, the podcast dude, starts contacting people at like famous music critics, like people at Rolling Stone, contacting all of them. The thing is, like, the tune of the song, or like one of the verses, sounds like Bare Naked Ladies.
Really?
So like it sounds like 1 week. So like you know how he talks all fast with the chickadee China, the Chinese chicken, and all that. Yeah, it's like that. Except it's like better than a something something something. I think one of them is better than the daughter of a sultan for a bride, and it says it like that. Like it talks fast like that. It's a whole thing. But yeah. So like apparently like it's that for like the verse, and then the chorus sounds like a U2 song. Like, especially, like, late 90s U2.
Oh, Lord.
And so,
Keep going.
Yeah. So, going. Like, he asked, like... So, apparently there's people who, like, produce, like, band songs, like, pretty much all of them. So, there was, like, one person for Blink-182, and then they did all of people or bands like Blink-182. Mm-hmm. So he tried contacting this person who did that for Bare Naked Ladies to see maybe she knew. And she talked about how, or she ended up going into like academia and became like a psychology professor or something like that. Mm-hmm. But she said that it was probably a false memory, and he's like merging songs together and making his own thing, like making up something. And she gave examples of like musicians who didn't realize that they made something, or musicians who made something, it turned out it was something else, and things like that. So she was giving like actual examples. They're like, maybe that's what it is. The guy also contacted the frontman of Bare Naked Ladies, and he was like, what this also could be is in the late 90s, this was like the peak of the recording studio like industry. Mm-hmm. And so what they were doing was like cover bands would start making like their own original stuff, and then a record label would pick them up, play it all over the country. Oh, I forgot to mention very early on that there was one other person who mentioned this song on the internet, and it was someone in Trinidad. So that showed that it wasn't just like a local hit or something like that.
Okay.
Because like this guy also listened to like only pop radio at the time. So like it wasn't like something obscure or anything like that at the time.
Okay.
And But the guy was saying that, like, it could be a song that was played all over the country and everything, but, like, it never got any traction, so the company just instantly dropped it. And then that post of the dude from Trinidad mentioned that he was, like, searching it on Facebook. And so the podcast guy, like, they never checked Facebook. They started searching posts, like, that talked about the lyrics, and they didn't find that guy's posts, but they found one that had the entire lyrics. And at the end, it credited someone for making it. And so the guy contacted that dude, some dude in Greensboro, North Carolina. And this guy, like, he listens to the cover and he goes, yeah, I know that song. Like, because every time he showed, like, the podcast guy played the song and everyone's like, nope, never heard it. And the guy was like, I know that song. I thought everyone forgot about it. And it turned out this was the dude that made the song. and so he,
It's just a giant workaround to find the creator.
Yeah, and so
I'm in slackjaw awe.
He made, like, he recorded every single part of it. So, like, he did the vocals, every instrument, all of it.
Fuck?
And apparently he did it in his room, and the quality of the song does not sound like it was done in someone's room. Especially for the late 90s.
Fucking
What
hell.
ended up happening was he'd play, like, local shows and pass that CD around with that song. And one day he was contacted by, like, Universal's recording studio, which was the biggest in the world, and it might still be. But he, like, sat down with, like, the head executive, and he was like, all right, we're going to sign a deal with this song. They played it all over the country. He didn't sell any albums, or he didn't sell very many albums. He even tried to get his friend to buy albums, and it didn't help. And so he ended up being dropped. And he just got screwed over. But he has now uploaded that song on YouTube, and the cover is remarkably similar. Hook up 20 seconds.
Go.
Yeah, the cover is remarkably similar to it. It's like, and the fact that this guy, the dude, came up with this from memory 20 years later is shocking.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and what's funny is if you actually search that song and find that guy's video on YouTube, because he uploaded it the same day as the podcast went up. There's, oh god.
No, go.
Wait, please skip ahead another 15 seconds.
Go.
So, god. There's also a video from a YouTube channel that's uploaded 4 videos called Obscure Music Channel, and one of the videos uploaded 10 years ago is that song. But he did not put the lyrics in the description. Okay.
Oh.
So that's it. After the podcast, I will play the song for
It's a
you.
roller coaster of emotions I just went through. What the fuck? Oh, God. Fucking hell.
But yeah, that
That's
entire
a weekend
thing, it's an
entertainment.
hour long. And it's just such a journey. And, like, I love journeys like that, like internet mystery things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Especially ones that have conclusions. Like real conclusions, not some guy just thought.
Going,
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my weekend entertainment. But now I've been listening to that song a lot, and I like it. Valerie wasn't a fan, but yeah.
Oh my god. Fucking hell. Where do we go from this?
Housekeeping.
Fucking no, we can't go to housekeeping to this. This is too weird and awesome though. Well, if we're gonna go to housekeeping, I'm gonna turn my head real quick and I'm just gonna try to remember this real quick. Alright. So
I can do it. I can read it from
yeah,
here.
read from here.
Alright.
You get to do housekeeping. You're introing into stuff and I kicked the fucking table.
Alright.
Go.
Hold on.
Oh, we gotta thank the people. Thank you for making it this far.
Yes, thank you for making it this far on the podcast. If you skipped, I'm sorry, but yeah, and I'm sorry for I told you to skip 15 seconds ahead, and you probably heard a little bit of the tail end of that.
Whoops.
Yeah. Just know there's a happy ending. But thank you for making this far in the video. We do have a Discord channel. It is in the description or the show notes, whatever it is. We also have an Instagram account. The account is called Average Talks Podcast, or at Average Talks Podcast. We have an RSS feed that we will eventually put every podcast on, or put the podcast on every podcast platform. That still hasn't gone any farther than the first episode because I'm just too lazy and busy with my life. We also are trying to get the Dear Average segment going. What that is where you send an email to us. The email is averagetalkspod@gmail.com. And you tell us, or you just ask us about something, like, or tell us about something going on in your life, ask for some advice, similar to Dear Abby. And then we tell you what we think from the perspective of 2 incredibly average individuals. Again, that email is averagetalkspod@gmail.com. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You did the thing.
You did.
Yeah. You. I usually do the thing. It feels weird not to do the thing. Anyway.
I think that's my second time doing it, because last week I think I did it too, because you went to the bathroom or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I remember now.
Alright.
Well. I think it's time for fake or bullshit ass news. Or real or fake bullshit ass news.
It is. And I'm gonna be honest, there wasn't... I didn't find anything too interesting today.
What do you mean? This segment talks about your life right here.
yeah. This segment, or this specific example is my life, which is why I chose it. So, would you like to read the article title?
Louisiana driver pulled over with expired 1997 tags says, "I've been busy." What the fuck?
So yeah, this guy was pulled over. I honestly haven't read the article. I just figured. I mean,
then how do you know it's real?
The article says it all because I know it's real.
Okay.
The title says it all. This guy, he was pulled over and he's just like, I just haven't gotten around to it. That is actually my life.
2020. When was this made? This was made yesterday.
This happened last week.
What the fuck?
But
that was yesterday.
This
published March 9th.
Yeah, this this article was published.
Whatever.
Yesterday, but like I think it first showed up like 4 or 5 days ago.
That's still funny as fuck.
But yeah, I looked it up, or I looked up fact checks and stuff. This has been reported literally everywhere, including Associated Press. So usually they do a good time or they usually do good with fact checking. And yes, this actually happened. This guy was just like, he got pulled over with a license plate from 1997. He's just like, sorry, I haven't gone around to it. My guess is he probably just hasn't driven or something in a while, or driven that car.
There's gotta be an old man who just he probably has like 4 cars or something.
I could probably just skim through it.
Yeah, skim through it real quick while I talk to people.
Yeah.
But 23 years, dude. What have you been procrastinating on that takes 23 years?
This literally gives no information on it, dude.
This is fucking bullshit.
It just says, sorry, officer, I've been busy lately and totally forgot to renew my vehicle registration. I'll take care of it as soon as I get home. The Facebook post didn't name the culprit, so yeah, that they don't know. Oh, apparently it came from a Facebook post, because that's modern news.
Oh my god.
So, yeah. That was...
Fucking hell? Why?
It's just a very quick segment today. But it is real.
That's just a weird segment. Like, why? Why? Fucking hell. Yeah. I'm feeling good right now. Mainly because I've been still drinking. I don't have to go nowhere.
You're feeling happy? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I got places to be.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, home.
Yeah, you get home. At some point.
But you have a TED Talk, which... Drunken TED Talk?
Fuck yes. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, so... Hi, my name is Austin. This is my TED Talk. We need to talk about how people need to actually talk into their goddamn phone like a normal human being.
Hey, I talk into my phone like this.
You can go to hell then. If you have your phone on speaker and you have the mouth part aimed at your mouth, but the fucking speaker aimed out into God knows where.
Well, no, the speaker is here and the microphone is here.
No, but I could still hear it.
Well, yeah, but I actually don't talk on speaker out in public.
Yeah. Still, no, that shit pisses me off. I don't want to hear about your goddamn conversation. And when I start laughing about your goddamn conversation, you shouldn't look at me like, bitch, mind your own business. Bitch, it's everyone's business now. Fuck off! That shit is annoying. I hate it.
I will let you continue talking.
Let me continue.
Yes.
Fucking, I've been holding this in for a little bit. It just annoys me to piss. Because especially since where I work, I have to deal with people all day, every day, buying alcohol. Which is fine. Liquor stores are cool.
Yeah.
But, like, when you go and it's like, hey, I don't know what they want. I'm going to call them. I'm like, alright, cool. Do your thing. And then I go back to my spot and wait. But then you start talking to them and start being loud and just obnoxious with it. Like, you can talk on the phone normally, close to your ear, hear everything clearly and fine, and be able to talk at a normal volume. don't fucking start screaming.
Oh, yeah.
When you're just like, what you want? What do you mean? No, it's this. But we don't...
Just people screaming into their phone in general. My mom does it.
Why?
She doesn't. Well, she doesn't scream into her phone. She has like the Bluetooth on her car,
Oh.
and she'd be like, "Hey!"
Oh God. See, my mom has Bluetooth in her car too, and it's funny to hear her yell at it.
Yeah.
It's funny. Like, I can laugh at it, but like when you're doing it in a public place,
Yeah.
you have no right and no say. That's your fucking shit. But
Yeah.
God fucking damn. That's been my TED Talk. Hey,
Yeah.
talk on your phone like a normal human being, please.
God, I don't know. Like, I would rather listen to both sides of the conversation than just one, though, because I remember one time when I was working at the gym, there was at a gym, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I won't name drop the place even though I don't work there anymore.
Mm.
But my coworker, he was I wouldn't call him a born again Christian, but he was like he became Christian like more Christian like after like a life of like or after like doing some not okay stuff for a while.
Drugs. Probably.
He said drugs. I don't know actually for sure.
We're gonna go with drugs.
Yeah, we're gonna assume drugs. But so this guy walks in. He's on the phone, and he's talking with someone, and he's like, and all we hear is, "No, we broke up. We just still have sex." and then my coworker just looks at him and like after he walks away and goes, "God is watching you." So like I just kind of want to know like what the entire conversation was.
Fucking hell.
Like I get an idea, but there was also a funny story with him. Was like one time there was like this girl who like she very regularly showed up. It was like almost every day, and he like one day she walks in, he turns to me and just goes, "Every day I see her, I want to put my face in her butt." And then he goes, like,
very Christian like.
Yeah, and then he goes, "I can't say that anymore. I have Jesus now."
I want to put my face in her butt. Immediately turns around and goes, "Can't do that anymore." And Jesus, like Jesus is right there next to him, going, "Kyle, you shouldn't say that."
Yeah. But but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just kind of want to hear both sides of the conversation. But yeah, just screaming into a phone,
no,
it can hear you.
It's mostly screaming.
Yeah.
Like, I think I should retitle it to "Stop Screaming into Your Goddamn Phone."
Yeah.
Like, if you're making a meme, sure, but like, do that in your car when I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Don't do it in a public fucking place. Oh, that's been the TED Talk. Oh, I've been laughing my fucking ass off.
Yeah.
God, I think. Is it an episode?
I guess. I mean, we got nothing else to talk about. I mean, unless
I got
I don't
nothing.
know. How about that local sports team? Oh, apparently there actually was a local sports team that won a championship. People are excited about it. Want to say FSU basketball, baseball, sports ball?
I think it was basketball. I know.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
know basketball. The men's basketball like whooped the floor.
Yeah,
with whoever they were playing.
Yeah, they won like the ACC championship or something like that.
Fuck,
so,
really?
Like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Apparently it was a big deal.
Huh. Like we know.
Yeah.
This more or less news. Somewhere up in the north, I can't remember. I think it was New York, where like coronavirus is being a real shithead at the moment.
I think it's Boston.
Boston? Yeah, somewhere. They stopped some like men and women's like championship game or something because of it. I gotta look it up real quick.
There's been a lot of stuff that they shut down. They shut down South by Southwest. I was surprised they didn't shut down
South by Southwest?
The big tech and music festival in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shut that down.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's actually like doing a number on businesses there because they rely on it every year.
Mm.
But apparently the city of Austin's really nice, so they'll probably be able to help out and like yeah. But
wait, they have RTX coming up in April for Rooster Teeth, the Rooster Teeth convention, which is in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, they might cancel it. I don't know.
Hell.
I know a lot of people backed out. I know Gearbox has backed out of like all of the stuff that they had coming up because they're just concerned for the employees. I was surprised.
Good company.
Yeah,
Good
company. I mean, yeah, Gearbox is a good company. It's 2K that's a shitty company. That's my next TED Talk. Next week, people are talking shit about Borderlands and Papa Randy. Papa Randy is an asshole. Yes, he's a billionaire. Of course he's an asshole. But,
quick fire out of you.
Yeah.
How to stoke the fires, and Justin talk about 2K and Gearbox.
Talk shit about Gearbox. I'm the resident Gearbox shill and exclusively games for a reason, damn it. But that's literally my username, or my nickname in the server.
I have to see this now. Please scroll over yourself.
I have to... Boom, resident Gearbox shill. But yeah, I was surprised they didn't cancel Strawberry Festival, considering there were so many people that were going to be there, and it's literally in Central Florida, where the...
Alright.
So, I don't know, yeah, what I was saying is that, we dropped out, odds are, that's going to be mentioned.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's in Central Florida, and, my dad is in Central Florida, and so he said, yeah, actually all of it was cut out, so that, yeah, my dad's immune system is weak because he has diabetes and whatnot, and so yeah, he was saying that if he gets
infected, he's fucked.
Yeah, if he gets infected, he's fucked, and yeah, so, and my stepmom was concerned too, which she doesn't really have like a weak immune system or anything. She's in her mid to late 40s. My dad's almost 60. He's 58. So yeah, she was like concerned, but yeah, she was saying like, yeah, us old people are gonna be like getting killed off. So yeah, I mean, I guess coronavirus picked a good spot with Central Florida.
Yeah. Well, it's close. It's close enough down. Like essentially, the further you go down, the older people go.
Once you get to, it's Central Florida and down, which nowadays actually a lot of people are moving to Central Florida, especially the Tampa area.
Ah, shit.
Like my dad was like telling me about how crazy it's been, because he's lived there for the past like 16 years, I think. So yeah, he was telling me that like 16 years ago, like everything, like there was like tons of like apartments and everything, like none of that was there. Like there's just been so much
people.
Like yeah, they've added so much in the past 10 years, and yeah, it's just loads of people showing up, and it's people from all over the country, to like South Florida and North everywhere. Like it's just because it's like one of like, or it was like the perfect place, because it's like the temperature wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold.
You deal with hurricanes. I fucking bumped the table.
But like it wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold. You got several theme parks around, like yeah. But yeah, so yeah, now people are ruining the Tampa area
with the coronavirus.
Yes, the coronavirus is gonna hopefully help fix some of that.
Oh God, calm down. Look, we're not advocating for it, people. Just don't take all the fucking Dawn soap. Don't take all the soap and all the goddamn hand sanitizer.
Just have normal hygiene.
Yeah, fucking bathe. Yeah. Wash your goddamn hands.
That's like, take a bath, wash yourself,
clean the ass.
But like yeah, it's like that's a funny thing, is that like I think the CDC has been saying that like people are now doing normal hygiene, like
now they're doing normal hygiene.
Yeah, because they're worried about contracting something that probably won't kill them.
I think that's a podcast.
That is.
We gotta end before something fucks up.
Yep. It didn't drop again. Okay.
Yeah, thank God. This has been. Oh wait, do you do it this week? Because I did it last week. Yeah,
you did it last week, and you did it the week before.
All right, then you do it.
So this has been the Average Talks podcast. I hope you had a good time. I hope we had a good time. We actually did have a good time.
Yeah, fuck.
But we've got some more plugging to do again. Tell your friends, tell your dog, tell your parents, tell everyone about us. Just try to get us out there. You know, give us some attention.
We're needy, like your veins.
Yeah, we're needy like my veins. You can follow us at Average Talks Podcast. Send your questions if you need some advice to averagetalkspod@gmail.com. Our Discord is in the description, and you should be able to find us. You can definitely find us on YouTube right now, and maybe soon in the near future you might find us on other platforms such as Spotify, iTunes. Oh God, I never remember the other one. Yeah, Google Play. There's another one it's a dedicated podcast thing. Or Stitcher. Yeah, Stitcher. Or your favorite RSS reader. Shout out to Newsboat. This has been the Average Talks podcast. We are two incredibly average individuals.